your forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, just a typical summer day across central Illinois with temperatures in the mid-80s with clear skies across the region. See right now, 85 in Danville and in Paris, 84 Mattoon to Decatur. One of the warmer readings over in Lincoln at 86 degrees. Quiet, calm conditions through tonight. It's just another nice night out there with temperatures holding into the lower 70s through 11 p.m. Need some rain. Got a little bit in the forecast. I'll show you when we could expect that coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
We now know the possible location of Ying Zhang's remains, why they still may never be found.
There's a reason police say you should always keep both eyes on the road, and one person found out the hard way this morning.
The reason why they're calling this area is to create chaos.
For the third time in a week, there's been a bomb threat in central Illinois. What we know about them so far.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
They checked out the information. The information was not as helpful as one would hope.
Investigators could be a step closer to locating Ying Zhang's remains, but what's left may be impossible to find. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons in for Jennifer. We told you an attorney for the Zhang family says Ying's remains could be in a landfill in Vermilion County. Brent Christensen was sentenced to life in prison for murdering the U of I scholar. Today, we learned more about how her remains could have gotten to Vermilion County and the likelihood of finding them. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live in Champaign for us tonight. Courtney, why didn't this information come out a long time ago?
Yeah, Jessica, well, we've talked before about this grant of immunity. That's what it took for Christensen's defense team to share this information with prosecutors. As a result, this information can't be used during the criminal trial. But that also means the likelihood of that information being useful decreases by the day.
Well, we're lawyers. We never say anything is totally impossible or certain. But this is a very difficult task.
The probability may be almost non-existent, but there's still a glimmer of hope. Brent Christensen's attorneys say he told them what he did with Ying Zhang's remains.
Christensen told them, after killing Ying Zhang on June 9, 2017, he placed her bodily remains in 3 separate garbage bags. The next day, June 10, 2017, he placed those garbage bags in the dumpster immediately outside his apartment building in Champaign, Illinois.
Investigators say items from that dumpster would have been taken to a landfill in Vermilion County. Beckett says the remains could be smaller than a cell phone, and on top of them would be at least 30 feet of trash. There are many factors in play that have and are holding investigators back from a full investigation. First and foremost, the skepticism surrounding Christensen's information.
We cannot trust what the attorney said, Christensen said, was true.
There are also environmental risks at play.
You know, any opening of a landfill like this involves hazardous materials, permit regulation, and other problems.
The family doesn't have the power to make a call on how to move forward. It's in the hands of state and federal investigators. They're in the process of determining whether or not it's worth looking into. And her family's holding on to the smallest bit of hope that it is.
The primary goal has always been locate Ying and bring her home. But also, Mr. Zhang stated that we now understand that might be impossible.
Now, Christensen's defense team will not be filing an appeal. Steve Beckett says he believes that's because it could open up Christensen back up to the possibility of the death penalty. Reporting live in Champaign, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Courtney, thank you. And the Zhang family will be creating a local gravesite for Ying. They haven't picked a spot yet, but the plan is to bury some of her clothing there. The coroner has released the name of a teenager found dead inside of a Sheldon home. Officials say 17-year-old Adara Bunn was strangled to death. She was found at 49-year-old Arthur Jensen's house. Authorities responded to the house for reports of yelling and screaming. When they got there, they say Jensen told them, quote, "There's a girl inside and I strangled her." Jensen is charged with murder.
Police are swarming a neighborhood in Clark County. They're near Archer and 14th and Marshall. Police are trying to get in touch with someone inside a home there. The person hasn't responded. Marshall, State Police, the Sheriff's Department, and Marshall's mayor are all on scene. Police are being asked to avoid the area. A woman is okay after she veered her car off the road and into a lake. It happened on Homer Lake Road near the entrance to the Forest Preserve. She says she spilled her drink on her lap as she was driving. She looked down to clean it up, and when she looked up, she was going into the lake, barely missing an electrical pole. Even though this doesn't happen often, the fire department says it's prepared.
We do training once a year, usually out at Homer Lake. And then also we're lucky here in Champaign County because we've got the dive team out of Mahomet, and they were on their way too. So if it would have been something that we couldn't have handled, which could very well happen, we call them and they come out and help us assist.
After being pulled from the lake, the car was drivable, but the owner decided not to.
A man is facing charges for possession of child pornography. Police arrested 28-year-old Tyler Foote in Mattoon. Authorities say he used electronic devices to get and save the images. Police, the Attorney General's office, and the Crimes Against Children's Initiative helped with that investigation. Caller ID led authorities to a man suspected of making a false bomb threat. This happened last night in Decatur.
Police say 28-year-old Mikhail Erickson called 2 hospitals and told workers the buildings were going to blow up. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is live in the newsroom. Jamie, this isn't the only bomb threat that's happened recently.
That's right, Paul. Last week, there were bomb threats at Walmart and Carl Hospital in Urbana. The Champaign County Sheriff's Office has some tips for how to keep people safe during an emergency. 2 hospitals in Decatur were on alert Tuesday night. Police say Mikhail Erickson called St. Mary's Hospital and told the emergency room clerk the place was going to explode. Minutes later, Decatur Memorial got a similar call. Kurt Apperson is a lieutenant with the Champaign County Sheriff's Office. He's heard of threats like these happening before.
The reason why they're calling this area is to create chaos or to evacuate a building for whatever reason that they don't want to go there.
Police were able to track Erickson because his phone number showed up on the hospital's caller ID. Officers tracked him down and arrested him. Apperson says there are some steps you can take if you find yourself in a situation like a bomb threat.
It starts with the person who's receiving the bomb threat, and they need to be aware of some things when they're talking to the person that's making that threat, such as where will the bomb explode, where is the bomb at, how much time do we have.
Police suggest having a plan, like getting everyone out of the building. Last week, Walmart customers and workers in Urbana were evacuated for a bomb threat. The next day, there was a threat at Carl Hospital. Nothing suspicious was found at either location. Carl Hospital says in part, "We continually evaluate security to provide the safest environment possible for all those we serve." Police are still investigating the threats in Urbana, and as they do, they have some final advice.
The thing is for everybody to remain calm. If you remain cool, calm, and collective, I think that definitely benefits you as a business or an organization that's being threatened.
Apperson says the number of bomb threats usually remains consistent throughout the year, so there are about 3 or 4 bomb threats each year in Champaign County. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Well, it's good that they caught the person they think is responsible. Jamie, thanks. Well, schools are also thinking about how to stay safe. The Urbana Board of Education met last night to discuss having a committee work with Urbana police and fire departments to review crisis plans, health hazards, and threats students and staff may face.
It's being called a place that should be on your bucket list. The Central Illinois spot that beat out destinations around the world.
Also tonight, it's an annual tradition at the Illinois State Fair, the unveiling of this year's Butter Cow.
And let's recap today, where high temperatures made it all the way up to 86 degrees. Well above the normal once again. We just started out at a cool 59. That was a look at the Roofing Dog Eye Net Flooring America weather camera. It's going to be a warm night. We'll talk about a few storms possible for tomorrow and a little better rain chance showing up for next week when we come back.